Hey everyone, this is Tim DeStasio, and I wasn't even planning on making a video this weekend. I'm actually up here in Hendersonville, North Carolina, where my parents have just built a house. They literally just moved in about a month ago. And I'm over here installing a mini split in a room that they're finishing off themselves. It's attached to the garage. But I always carry with me, now that I have a little bit more awareness of indoor air quality, for one, a carbon monoxide, personal carbon monoxide detector, and I also have this device from Atmo. The Atmo 2, this is an indoor air quality monitor. It monitors things like temperature and humidity, total VOCs, also particulate matter in different categories. So particulate matter in the 1 micrometer category, the 2.5, which is what we hear a lot about, and then the larger particulates of 10 or micrometers or more. And I've just been carrying this around with me and monitoring it. When I got here, I set it down on the kitchen table and I went about my business. The next morning, I got up and just happened to check my phone, and this is what I found. For one, people don't talk about their indoor air quality unless you bring it up to them. And then at that point, my mom did tell me this, like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, I've been having this lingering cough ever since we moved into this house. But that conversation would have never happened if I had not brought it to their attention. The more immediate concern was we needed to ventilate the house. But then I got to thinking about how my parents live. My parents don't like to run their HVAC very often. In fact, we're having a very mild March here in the area, and so they haven't ran their heating or their cooling really at all in several weeks. My parents also like to use a wood stove at night when it gets cold, and so you can think about some of the VOCs and particulate matter and other chemicals that may happen because of that. Also, this is a brand new house, and so you still have all these materials that go into building a house, the varnishes, the paints, the furniture, all those chemicals that are off-gassing. And my parents had not been opening the windows to ventilate the house, and this is a new house, and even a new house built to code compared to houses built to code years ago, these houses are tight. So all those chemicals, all those pollutants were being locked in, and my parents didn't even know about it. They were clearing their throat a lot, or maybe they felt a little bit congested, but not enough to cause any alarm. And the only way that we knew about it was because I had a personal indoor air quality monitor. Now, you know that I am a huge proponent of the Haven indoor air quality system, but you can carry this on your belt loop wherever you go. This costs less than $200, and this can open up a conversation to take the next step, and that's going with the Haven IEQ system. Now, here's another complication to this situation. This is a brand new house. It was built by a production builder who had his own subcontractor on the HVAC side. If I go and touch this system that they've installed, warranty voided. So that's the catch-22 that millions of people are in right now. There's no ventilation. There's no monitoring of indoor air quality. And so fortunately, I've had an opportunity to educate my parents a little bit more about proper filtration. Now we have the technology, less than $200, fits in the palm of your hand, to at least have an idea of what your indoor air quality looks like, and then you can do something about it. So what am I going to do about it? Well, we're going to talk to the builder. I'm going to ask them to continue having the warranty in place and allow me to install a Haven IEQ system with the Santa Fe ventilating dehumidifier. That is the only way that we're going to be able to ventilate this house on demand. And my parents are willing to pay for it. But suppose you have somebody who is a little bit on the cheap side, and they're like, well, can't I just open my window? I mean, I can buy this little thing off the internet for less than $200, and when it alerts my phone that the indoor air quality is really bad, I can just open my windows. Well, that's what we did today because I didn't have a Haven and a ventilating dehumidifier with me. But guess what? Pollen and bugs still got in. So that's not the answer. Opening your windows, even if it's a nice spring day or a nice fall day, is not the answer. What if it's 5 degrees outside? What if it's 105 degrees outside? Opening a window is not an option. How are you going to ventilate in that case? And that's where the Haven IEQ system comes in with the residential ventilation on demand. But I'm going to tell you, you do not want to ventilate a house anywhere where green grass grows without having some plan for dehumidification. Here in humid climates, my preference is the Santa Fe ventilating dehumidifier. But do something, offer something, raise awareness. You never know, you might even save a life.